Joker is only just coming out tomorrow, and it seems like there's already been so much publicity and conversation and arguments surrounding the film already. But something that I haven't seen come up a whole lot in the reviews or the podcasts or the shitty videos like this one is what seems to be who the real villains are in this film. And I think we can all say that Joker is a villain in this film, a very multifaceted villain. But, and this is where the mild spoilers come in, he is the villain, but he also amasses a huge following of people who support him and his ethos and his philosophy. And it's these kind of people that also seem to be as villainous as he is. And you can see these kind of people are wearing masks to conceal their identity and remain anonymous, usually wearing the same mask, the same clown mask. They riot in the streets and, in general stop traffic and harass people and terrorize the people in the streets and cause a lot of mayhem and violence, like, your general smashing of windows and throwing Molotov cocktails around and causing fires and that sort of thing. And it's all in the name of hating the rich and the privileged. And I think these kind of people I've seen in the film, they all seem familiar. I feel like I've seen these kind of people in real life somewhere. I don't know. Well, maybe. But it just seems that this film, it doesn't seem to be explicitly condemning or condoning any kind of behavior or villainous attitude. All I'm saying is just going from what we know about the Joker, him being a villain and turning into a villain, and that his followers also must be engaging in villainous behavior, that these people too are the villains of the film. And it's not the incels or virgins or sexless parasites or white supremacists with their OK signs and their bowl cuts. No, not a whole lot of that really comes up in the film. As for Joker's loneliness and sexlessness, that is a part of this film, though it's a little bit on the sidelines. This is more to do with, and I'm really specifically talking about the last 30 or 20 minutes of the film. Just going into mild spoilers, not to get into anything too heavy, although maybe I will. But I think this part of the film, this climax of the film, this conclusion of the film is very much showing how this kind of villain can have an impact on people in the world, which is sort of amusingly meta in a sort of way, though not entirely substantiated. Because this is a film and Joker is a person, so there's quite a difference there. But in comparison to how people think that this film is going to cause all sorts of real life violence, it hasn't come out yet. It's out tomorrow. Let's see how many shootings there'll be and how many people will get killed because of this film. It'll be worth it, because this is a good film. It's pretty great, actually. But really, anyone that's going to be shooting anyone because of this film is really using it as a scapegoat, and really it's more to do with, like the Joker, like Arthur Fleck himself, mental illness and a general disdain for the culture that they live in, that they feel is indifferent and very much uncaring of how they feel and how they find it difficult to operate in this environment. But what else that this ending of the film is showing is, like I say, it's hard to really wrap your head around a message that this film is pointing at, because like certain Martin Scorsese films like Goodfellas and Casino and The Wolf of Wall Street, I don't think Joker is really trying to really hit home a moral message. It's just trying to avoid that, which I appreciate. It is, maybe there's going to be all sorts of different opinions about this film. But what I'm getting from it is that it is showing how if there are people who have an irrational and overly emotional rage and hate within themselves, and it is directed at the more privileged, rich folks like the Wayne family, this can indeed lead to horrendous violence, mayhem on the streets, and even murder. That's what I'm getting from the film, and that's, I suppose, the general message that I'm getting. Maybe people are seeing it a different way. I would like to hear if people are seeing it in the complete opposite way when they see this film. All I'm really thinking now, and that I was actually thinking during the last 20-30 minutes of this film, is these sort of people that I'm seeing in this film that are going around terrorizing the streets and the people and the citizens of Gotham City, I feel like I've seen these kind of people before, these people that like to hide behind a mask and indiscriminately attack and, in a very hostile way, belittle every and all people in the public. I don't know, they just seem kind of familiar to me. Hopefully this film doesn't end up causing even more lazily cathartic violent actions within these kind of pathetic people, and hopefully people can kind of see that there is a message of peace in this film, that no matter how bad our society gets and how much it can put itself down on any one character, that a violent reaction isn't the exact way to go. Although I'm sure people are going to miss out on that because they're going to get fucking shot when they see this film. And if they do, hopefully by the end of the film and not 20 minutes in.